Overhill, man. I keep getting up and overhill, man. Damn, I'm getting up and overhill. What's up, bro? I keep getting up and overhill. Who's calling out? Yeah, I can't go through. Yeah, I thought I would too, but I keep forgetting that shit isn't over yet. I was going to pause, but I couldn't forget that nigga, man, because I keep forgetting that shit isn't over yet, man. God,
Case
man.
closed.
Hey everybody, this is Kagato, and I am the final boss, and welcome back to Courtroom Drama! I'm sure some of you have been wondering where the hell has this series been, as well as Raging at Lawyers. Well, that's going to be the first topic that I'm going to go on ahead and get right into. Now, I'm going to admit something. I have not been playing Marvel a lot lately. In fact, I'm going to be getting into a little bit more about that topic a little bit later, but what I have been doing is, at the college that I go to, it seems to be pretty big on fighting games. I think I may have mentioned this once before, but I'm mentioning it again because there's a lot of guys there that are really into fighting games. But I just recently found out, and this is just coming from them, because I don't really know, but they say that Georgia is the Tekken capital of the United States. So everyone at school plays Tekken. I don't know if what they said was actually true about it being the Tekken capital of the United States, but I just know everyone there plays it. Or at least every gamer, at least. So they introduced me to Tekken back in January. And I've never really been one for 3D fighters. I've been more of like 2D, 2.5D, kind of like Ultimate Marvel. Or even Brawl, even though I do not want any of you in the comments section talking about whether or not Brawl is a fighting game or not. That is not the place for this mess. I don't care. I will delete comments if it causes problems. So don't even get there. But anyway, I digress. So there's been a lot of Tekken going along. And we actually used to play a lot of Brawl at school. And I tried to bring Ultimate Marvel. And we played for about a week. And people didn't want to play against me anymore. So we stopped playing Ultimate Marvel. We tried Persona 4 Arena. That lasted about a week. Because nobody wanted to play against me or this other guy anymore. But Tekken became a very popular game. It was actually something that everyone enjoyed no matter who was good or not, because there were some people that were just that good at the game and others that were, well, not so good at the game, but they just didn't care. Mainly because it was the Tekken Tag Tournament 2 game, where we can actually have 4 people playing at once rather than just having one-on-one. Which is actually interesting because even if somebody's not good at the game, they can have somebody that is good at the game as a partner and they can still do well. That's kind of how it started for me. So, long story short, I've been playing a lot of Tekken. And because of Tekken, I have not been playing much Ultimate Marvel. So that is why there hasn't been any Courtroom Drama, even though I said I would bring some more out. I have fallen curse, or I should say I've fallen victim to the curse of the Empty Promises Online. I believe it was Ego Raptor that brought that up once before on an episode of Game Grumps recently, where he said, if you upload anything on the internet, and if you promise that you're going to do anything, it will either never happen, or it'll come out much later than expected, or it'll come out much worse than expected. So, I've fallen victim to him. I promise, hey, I'm going to bring out more Courtroom Dramas. 5 months later, 6 months, I think the last one was in October. Oh my god! So I'm not going to make any promises, so as far as Courtroom Drama is concerned, that's going to just happen when it happens. Raging at Lawyers, on the other hand, A lot of people are asking, hey, when's the next Raging at Lawyers? When's the next Raging at Lawyers? Here's the thing about Raging at Lawyers. Too many factors are needed to go into Raging at Lawyers. For example, for one thing, I need to be obviously playing Ultimate Marvel online. There needs to be a room where it's not beginners only. In that room, there needs to be at the very least, 2 people. Because one person will more than likely just quit. But there needs to be at least 2 people in there with microphones. And those people need to rage as well. And for a long time. It's not just for just like 10 minutes and then they leave. No, it needs to be at least 20 minutes before they stop or whatnot. They can't just stop caring. They can't just get up and leave. They need to actually be entertainingly raging. They need to be very salty in a funny way. That's actually really hard to find these days. Mainly because I'm now up to 5th Lord and finding those kind of rooms is a lot harder. But hey, I'm going to stop right there and take a look at this Doctor Strange. I have never fought a Doctor Strange doing all this before. Then again, I don't fight too many Doctor Stranges. I mean, look at this! I have never seen this madness firsthand before. I mean, yeah, top tier playing, sure, but never myself. This is... No! Doctor Strange, what are you doing? Stop, dude! And the Jill Valentine. I just needed to show that off. Of course, this is a match where I'm getting my ass kicked, but like I said before, I'm trying to have matches where I do lose, but it has to be something fun and fantastic. It can't be a boring match where it's just one-sided or else nobody's really going to care to watch it. I'm an entertainer, first and foremost. I want to entertain. I don't want to just show off at certain things. I just want it to be entertaining, and that's what this was. Watching that Doctor Strange do all that, wasn't that entertaining at least? I hope. Anyway, back to the Raging at Lawyers thing. That is why there has not been any Raging at Lawyers episodes since episode 4. I've gotten close. I've got really close to another one. But as soon as they were at their heaviest rage, it was about 10 minutes in, they just all left. They're like, ah, man, screw this. Let's go find them in the lobby. I'm like, no! I wanted that! That was perfect for Raging at Lawyers 5. Oh, well. So that's the story about Raging at Lawyers and courtroom drama. That is why those things have not been out a lot lately, and why. So, because it's been a while since I've last really played Marvel, and you're going to notice several things that I do stupid in these games, I have a lot of rust to brush off of me. That's the thing about not playing a fighting game for a long time. You get rusty. No matter how good you think you are at the game, if you're away for a while, you are rusty. You need to get that rust off, and you need to accept the fact that you're rusty. Going back to the story about a situation at school, there was this guy. I'm not going to say names because I know that some people at my school are actually watching this. There's this guy who was really into Brawl, and he was like one of the better players there. All of a sudden I show up, and then a few others show up that are also really good, and he was kind of a little bit salty about it. I mean, he still loved the game of Brawl, and we usually play free-for-alls just for fun. We don't really play too many one-on-ones unless there's only 2 or 3 people playing. But now, he was alright with that, because he was like, okay, I can still win, I can still do alright. But then Tekken started, and he hasn't really played Tekken all that much. However, he did say that he really loves Tekken, and he's actually really good at Tekken. Well, I never played Tekken before in my life. Like, at all, until this past January. I was really into the game, as I said. I ended up buying my own copy for the PlayStation. And I practiced up, I got my characters, I used Asuka and Leo, and I ended up starting getting really good at the game. I mean, not really good, like I'm not gonna go online and be like, oh, I'm the best Tekken player ever! At least among my peers, I'm pretty decent. And it's just because I practiced. And there's quite a few others that are really good at the game too. Like, really good at that school. Some that you wouldn't expect because they suck at every other fighting game. But there are some that are just good at everything. I can think of one guy in particular. If you're watching this, damn your Lee! But, anyway, going back to the story, he obviously has not been playing a lot of Tekken. And he thought that he was really good. Well, he goes up against somebody who he thought he should be able to beat, Even though technically this guy he thought he should be able to beat is actually really good at the game, because he uses Xiao Yu really nicely, and he picked up Angel too, and he's quite good. But for some reason he thought, oh, I shouldn't have a problem against him. Well, he lost. And what did he do? He quit! I wasn't there to see this, but apparently he just, from what I was told, he just up and left, and he's never come back to play Tekken with us since. So, it's obvious he was rusty at the game, because he doesn't play enough of it. He hasn't played that much. Yes, it's understandable, he's got his own work to do. He's got school to take care of. That's fine. But, if you're going to be away from a game for that long, you need to expect that you're going to be rusty, and you're not going to be as good as you think you should be. It's not your fault, technically, because you've just been away from that long. It is your fault when you never learn from your mistakes and you keep doing the same thing over and over again, but that wasn't his problem. It was just that he doesn't play enough. And he has not played any game with us since, not even Brawl. And that was like his favorite game, at least from what I understand. So, if he had just stuck with us and be like, okay, I lost, I'll get you next time, or I'll pick up the game myself and I'll practice up a little bit, or I'll just play more against you guys. I mean, that's alright. Or just have him say, oh, I can't play that much anymore against you guys because I'm busy with this stuff. That's fine. But he needs to say something, otherwise it's pretty much just a matter of him just being angry that he lost, even though he thought it was great and he left. So, when it comes to being rusty, don't be upset if you lose, especially against a tactic or a person you normally should believe that you can beat. That's a mistake everyone has fallen victim to. I mean, I've done it too. I get angry. There have been times when I've got rusty at a game, I'm like, there's no way I should be able to lose this. Oh, this guy should do rather than a Kagato smash. I've done that. I've gotten that angry before. I'm ashamed to admit it. But we've all gotten angry at something like that before, over something really petty like a video game. No, it doesn't really help when the opponent that you're facing is an arrogant jerk, but hey, well, what can you do? So, I'm trying to get the rust off in Ultimate Marvel, and you'll be seeing in this match, or all matches really, like right there, that's something I shouldn't have done. I ended up wasting hypers, and then another thing right here. Why on earth did I let Wesker live? I brought in Sentinel over Wesker? Wesker's the bigger threat! And I'm gonna end up paying for it. Just keep on watching. You'll see how gloriously I pay for it. It's things like that. Really tiny but really stupid mistakes that could really alter a game. And I'm willing to admit that I'm rusty. I do stupid things. So I'm going to get that rust off. I'm going to brush all that rust off, get a little bit better at this game, hopefully. I'm still learning a little bit here and there about Phoenix Wright and everybody else. For example, I found out what I can do in the corner with Phoenix Wright if I do not do the first wall bounce doing his normal turnabout combo. I can follow up with some other move in order to get that wall bounce back and not have it be too detrimental to my combo. Things like that. Wesker, I'm still really bare bones Wesker. I really am. I'm the most bare bones Wesker you can really find. I'm by the book Wesker 101. She-Hulk, I'm still trying to find the best use I can out of her. Get more damage in a combo. Just do something more with her. So, I'm still learning. I mean, I'm only a 5th Lord, but I am on the way to at least 1st Lord. I'm hoping to get there at the very least. If I can get to that point, then I'll be happy, because it's like, yeah, I took Phoenix Wright all the way, woo! But if I can get further than that, awesome. Now then, on to another subject. I'm sure a lot of you have heard that I've been trying to get in touch with Maximilian to play some matches against him. Well, turns out that he really does not like the PlayStation version of the game. In fact, he doesn't really like PlayStation versions of any fighting game. Because, in all honesty, the Xbox Live versions of everything is better as far as the netcode. Xbox Live overall has better netcode for everything. I would be an Xbox player. Well, I do have an Xbox, but I would be more of an Xbox fighting game player if I used a fighting stick more often, or I used a fighting pad or something other than the actual controller for the 360, because I hate the 360 controller when it comes to fighting games. I really do. And everyone's like, oh, well, why don't you just get a fighting stick and all that? Well, here's the thing. I don't want to use a fighting stick for Ultimate Marvel. Pretty much all my characters are very simple. They just require some quarter circle motions and stuff like that. And I can do that kind of stuff perfectly fine on a controller. And Phoenix Wright, I kind of need his special button, the launcher, to be on one of the triggers so I can get evidence faster and more fluidly. Because I tried it on a fighting stick, I couldn't do it well. I tried it on the 360 version, it was fine, but 360 version of the game, the D-pad is just ugly. I don't like it. Not ugly, just doesn't respond as well to me. So, when it comes to a game like Ultimate Marvel, I'm going to just stick with the pad. Tekken, on the other hand, or Injustice, especially Injustice, I will be using a fighting stick for that for those games. I tried to use a fighting stick for Persona 4 Arena. Didn't really get into it as long as I thought I would, mainly because there's really not much of a community left for it. But all that aside, I don't think me versus Max is going to happen anytime soon, if at all. So I'm sorry about that, guys. However, I might have the next best thing. I've gotten contacted by somebody. I know he's been wondering, why the hell hasn't he gotten back to me about this yet? Kagato, what's wrong with you? Well, the reason is because I wanted to answer you live, well, I guess not really live, on video for a Courtroom Drama episode. And here's my answer. Yes, I would very much like to play against you, Lythero. I would very much like to play against you, but I think simply because you're more of an Xbox player and I'm more of a PS3 player, and you say you drop combos and such on the PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 3 version, PlayStation 2 Ultimate Marvel 3, bad graphics. I think it might be better overall and probably more entertaining for everyone if we don't make it a serious thing, like first to 5 proves the best who's the best with Phoenix Wright, no, that who's the best one. Nah, I think it'd probably be more entertaining for everyone if we just keep it casual. We still play at our best, at least as best as we can, but we just have fun. Let's just get on like Skype or something, put on our microphones, just joke with each other, be all derpy, and just have fun playing video games. I think that's what everyone really wants to see anyway. If people want some serious matches, who's the best Phoenix Wright? I don't know. We can see about that, but I mean, I guess it's really up to the fans. Let's see what they want. So, actually, you guys, if you want more serious matches or if you want fun matches, leave your comments below. Or say it to Lythero. Either way, it'll let us know, and then we'll collaborate and see what we can do. But that's how it is, and I know it's been like a couple months that you sent me that message, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Lythero. I hope this makes up for it. Alright. So I think that's pretty much it for what I'm going to cover for today, which is actually a good thing because I don't know how many times I've tried to record this and it messed up. Mainly because, it's springtime. Pollen is flying all over the place. The trees are having sex with each other again, and it's going all in my lungs, and it's making me cough and sneeze and such. It's been a mess trying to record anything, be it courtroom drama, Let's Plays. My Let's Plays have been on hiatus for about a month now because of the damn pollen! Every time I try to record something, it always turns into achoo. Nobody wants to hear that, so unfortunately, I've had to make everyone wait, because I know everyone's like, where's Persona 3? And to a lesser extent, where's Tomb Raider? To an even lesser extent, where's Courtroom Drama? So, that mess. Oh, by the way, here's something coming up here in just a moment that it's never really happened to me in a match before. I just thought it was fun. It's honestly the only real reason I included this match in the first place, because it's just so much fun. I think it's, yep, here it comes. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god, the hype! So much hype! Oh god, the hype! So much meter being used. It's a meter duel. The duel of the meters, and now we have nothing. I have 1 meter, he has none. That's actually better for me. Yay. And I missed with the objection. Oh no! And then Dr. Doom, there goes Phoenix Wright. Something like that has never happened to me in a match before. And I know it's silly, it's dumb, but I don't care. It's fun to watch. It's like, whose ultimate move is going to land first? Well, it turns out that, well, we both got it. Now, I believe this guy said during this match that, uh-oh, this guy doesn't have enough Spider-Man experience. Well, yeah, if you're somehow watching this, yeah, it's true. I do not have any Spider-Man experience. I have very, very little. I find him ridiculously hard to catch. So, Spider-Man players, keep doing what you do. Just be more of you so I can get more practice, because I've gotten so much practice against high-tier characters and not enough against low-tier characters to the point where I'm more afraid of the low-tier characters. Or at least mid-tiers. I got more afraid about fighting Spider-Man than I am fighting Dante. I'm more afraid of fighting a good Hagar than I am of fighting a good Trish. Low tiers, where are you? Show the love of the low tiers. Oh well, this match is about to end soon, and then we're going to get into the finale. There's no highlights this week because, quite frankly, no one character really stood out at all. It was more of a team effort between all three characters. So after this is done, I'm going to go on ahead and shut the hell up so you guys can just watch and enjoy the last two matches, which I handpicked as the most entertaining matches of this episode. So here we go, everyone. Enjoy yourselves.
It's do or die. Fight!
I got this one.
Die, die, die! Goodbye! Dead meat! Goodbye! Dead meat! Look out! Down! Look out! Look out! Nice shot! Air combo! Nice shot! Level 2! Die, die, die! Goodbye! Dead Magneto! Such a feeble attempt! Magnetic blast! According to this tape, I've got all I need. Got time for real nice. See you when you get it done. Yeah, now we're going. So nice shot. Contradiction. See you advancing guard. Victim of a room. You will not survive. Back to you. Out of my way. Is this... According to the leads...
Advancing guard.
Objection!
Advancing guard.
Thank you everyone for watching this edition of Courtroom Drama. This is Kagato, the final boss. Thank you again for being a fan. Take care, everyone.